Hello crafty friends, welcome to a new video. My name is Sue. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome to you as well. I'm so happy to have you all here. It's been a while since I've uploaded, and I wanted to take a quick second to just kind of fill you in on what's been going on. First of all, I just want to let you know that I am going to be rebranding my channel. So in the future, probably with this video and then future uploaded videos, I will be rebranded under a new name. Instead of SMB Jewelry Designs, I will be rebranding myself as Galloping Kitty. And that is the title of my business store. And I just want to keep everything kind of on the same playing field. So I am going to be changing my name. So you can look out for that on my YouTube channel. So if you come out here to see me, just know that I've been rebranding myself. So with that said, I want to move on into a little crafty project that I want to work on for the upcoming holiday of Halloween. For those of you who don't celebrate Halloween, you might enjoy this because it could be something that you could use to foster other ideas or something else that you might want to work on for your own, on your own time or for yourself. And I'm just kind of experimenting right now. So if this doesn't work out the way that I want it to, it's, no big loss other than the resin that I used to pour the bats because this was kind of a done deal anyway. So what I decided to do is I dug in my drawer and found some gold colored copper core wire. It's very malleable. I think it's a 20 gauge for you folks out there that know about wire. And the reason that I pulled this out is I thought if I were to have these bats kind of attached to the wire flying around the moon, that could be really, really cool. So I've got these little bats that I'm going to do that with. And the nice thing about the wire is the wire will give a little bit of movement to the bats. And if you wanted to, which I plan to do with at least a couple of them, you can twirl the wire. And of course, I'm doing this on the fly, so this is not what it's going to look like in its final form. But you can give it a little bit of a loop and put the bat on the end of it and make it look like it's flying around the moon. So I don't know exactly what I'm going to do yet, but that's my plan. So if you don't have any wire like this laying around your house, you can pick it up at any craft store in the jewelry making aisle, usually where the beads and things are. And all you really need is a pair of wire snips to cut it. And you can buy a really cheap pair there too, probably for less than $10. But I'm just going to take a piece, cut it off. I got two different things of wire here. I didn't realize that. It could be any color you want. They have colored wires, so if you wanted to do it in black or something a little bit more creative for the holidays, you could certainly do that. But this is what I'm thinking, and I don't want the wire to show. I want the wire to go up and hide behind the bat like that. So what I think I'm going to do is use some UV resin to attach that. So I've got my UV light right here that I'm going to be using to do that. Move that bat out of the way. And if you wanted to, you could do, of course, a quick cure with your UV flashlight. Batteries in mine are dying, so and I just happened to grab my J Diction resin just because it was handy and it was right there. So I'm just going to squirt a little bit right into the middle of my bat there. Stick it under my lamp. Cure it. So that finished. While I was waiting for that to cure, I went and cut a few more pieces of wire. You want to keep them, different lengths. You don't want everything to look the samey. So I'm going to do the same process for the rest of them. I just did a purple, so I'm going to do, I think, a black one. The concave side of these bats is the part that was facing upward. So I'm just using that as the back because the front is the nice and shiny part. I have all of my little bats attached to their wires now. And the nice thing, like I said, about these wires is that you can make them do whatever you want. You can position the bats anywhere you want to, and they're all nicely hooked on here. You could also drill holes in these, of course, but I chose not to do that. So let's get our moon back out here and decide where we're going to place our bats. So I think for one of these, I am going to try to do a little bit of a swirl. And I think the swirl will give them a little bit of movement. So we'll do that for one of these guys. I'm going to take my clippers. I don't need my wire to be quite as long as it is. So I'm just going to clip some of that wire off. Move this out of the way. A little bit limited on space here today. Bring this back over. Sorry for all the clanking and clatter in here. All right, so we want a little bit of resin right there. Put that onto my light. Let that cure. And this is also a fun little thing that you could do if you didn't want to attach them to the moon. If you're making a cute little centerpiece, you could do something like this and put them into your centerpiece. You could have the moon attached to a stick and just have a bunch of little bats flying out around it. There's a lot of really neat ideas that I'm thinking of as I'm sitting here doing this that could be a lot of fun. So don't let your imagination be limited. I'm going to pull you back up a little bit just so that I can be sure that you can see everything. I don't want to be too close here. All right, so we have another one ready to go. And I'm going to trim this one up just a little, if I can find my clippers. Don't let the wire intimidate you either, because it's really soft. It's extremely easy to cut. So people out there that might have a little bit of trouble gripping things or holding on to stuff, they're not hard at all. It's really, really easy to cut. As a matter of fact, you could probably do it with heavy-duty scissors too. So there's one. So I have it attached. Obviously, I wanted to go underneath the UV light a little bit more, and I may fix this and fiddle with it after I'm done. But right now, I just want to figure out where I want my next one to go. I think I'll put it right above the one that I just did. And if you want to give it a little bit more stability, not that I really think it needs it, but you can always curl the wire in on itself and just kind of tack it down in a few places with your resin. And I'll put that back under. Okay, now that we have everything kind of solidified on here, let's make our bats look a little prettier. And this is the finished piece, guys. It's just a quick little project for something that you have maybe extras of that you don't know what to do with it. Now I would just put like a command strip on the back or a chain and a little hook or something and just hang it up on the wall, or you could find a cute little place to put it on your desk or anywhere else. And this is just a nice little springboard for other ideas that you could do. And like I said, you could use those bats as the inserts inside of a centerpiece with some fall foliage or some Christmas, some Halloween decorations, anything like that. So yeah, it's just a fun little quick project to do if you're looking for something fun to do. And it's something I think that kids would enjoy, not necessarily making, but would enjoy looking at. So I hope this is a place for you to springboard some creativity for yourself. And I appreciate everyone that's tuned in to watch. Hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video. Stay safe, happy, and healthy. Bye for now.